And we're back with 3 games in 3 minutes. Joining me today is Shane Bettenhausen, executive editor for Electronic Gaming Monthly.
Glad to be back.
Thanks for joining me. Now, let's jump right in. What's your buy this week?
I say Advance Wars Days of Ruin for the Nintendo DS by Nintendo. It's the 4th Advance Wars we've had in America, but it's a big shift. The other games are these turn-based tactical strategy games, but this one, it has a more mature theme. It has online play for the first time ever. So the people who really play these games were adults, and Nintendo realized, hey, let's make a game for them instead of for kids.
So what's the real big difference in the gameplay?
Well, the gameplay itself is kind of tweaked. There's a little more strategy, there's some new unit types, but the big change is the story is serious. It's like a post-apocalyptic wasteland where 90% of the humanity has been destroyed, and online gameplay. That's huge for DS. Like, has voice chat. You can play against strangers. It's the kind of thing people want from DS that's really rare to find.
Now, with the voice chat and stuff like that, is it pretty solid? Is it just between DS and DS, or is it actually connecting to the net?
It's infrastructure, like network play, like you know, on the internet. You don't have to be at someone's house. You know, you actually just log on and find an opponent on the internet, for real. It's hard to believe on Nintendo DS, I know, but it shows real progress from Nintendo, and we want to encourage this kind of game in the future.
Outstanding. Let's move on to the next one. What's the try?
It's also a Nintendo title. This is for the Wii. It's called Endless Ocean, and it's hard to even call it a game. It's more of an educational exploration. It's like a scuba diving game. You're just diving through oceans, looking at fish, learning about biology. There's no combat, no conflict. But it is kind of interesting. You know, it's not for everyone. It's value priced at $29. You can play online co-op, which is kind of weird. That's also, you don't expect that from Nintendo. Not that you can do anything besides swim and pet fish. But it is educational. It also has custom soundtracks, which is rare for a Wii game.
But you're calling this a try, so what was it about it that you think people would really get into?
If you're into fish, if you're into marine biology, if the idea of scuba diving is exciting to you, then this is cool. You get to actually dive through the oceans, see shipwrecks, meet fish, learn things. But it's not really a game. As I said, there's no conflict. There's no gameplay. So it's a love it or hate it experience. I found it a little boring, but I know a lot of people who really like it. So,
well, now my question is: are the fish cartoony or are they realistic?
It's fairly realistic, and for a Wii game, it has good graphics. But as for a Wii game, if you've seen what like a good PC game or Xbox 360, the graphics aren't there. But it does a decent job of replicating realistic underwater graphics.
All right,
decent.
Now, what's going to make people cry if they buy it?
That'd be Sonic the Hedgehog's latest. Crappy game. He's had a rough last 10 years, really. You know, Sonic, he's hit the skids with his latest one, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. It's a sequel to a PS2 kart racing kind of game, like a Mario Kart wannabe. They're on hoverboards. The Wii version, the controls are just unwieldy and crappy, and the PS2 version doesn't look any better. And yeah, there's just better kart games coming. You can do better than this. It's just really samey and derivative, and yeah, I was bored after 10 minutes.
So, well, you know, Sonic has been a long-running franchise for them. What happened?
You know, it kind of peaked, like, back in the day, and they've tried all these other things and tried to, wipe the slate clean, a new game. It never really works. And we hear there's a new Sonic coming next year. Maybe there's hope for him. But this one, avoid it. Even kids, because that's the guys who like Sonic now, they'll be disappointed by this one.
Cool. Appreciate it. Thanks, Shane.
No problem, man.
And that's it for this week. Those are the 3 games. Check them out. Let us know what you think.